than 26,000 young Australians do not have a home.
Homelessness probably started when I was about 14, when I had to leave because of family violence and stuff at home. So I started living on a veranda at somebody's house and couch surfed a little bit here and there.
I find that when I met individuals that were homeless on the streets, their stories were very different from each other. No one had anything remotely similar to the other person.
What is the most interesting or out there place you have ever slept?
In the car, I don't know how to say. Yeah, the most interesting place would have been in the car, probably at parks and just anywhere that's safe, or like mainly out of town, just where there's like no one that could walk past or anything like that, so you feel safe and protected.
Probably at a creek or just hiding in a bush. Probably when I lived on a veranda for like a year when I was 14.
In Melbourne, in the city, it was really cold at night time and those sorts of predictable things. It was okay, but it's not something that I would do again if I could help it.
Actually, a shed was probably interesting. It was probably an interesting place to sleep.
Yeah.
The shed with all the animals and the keep.
Probably on the side of the road. I was kicked out, they left me there, and I had really nowhere else to go. No one really helped me that night, so I was that's all I could do, and the next day my friend helped me, so I got to stay out there for a few nights, and that was pretty hard for me.
What is the hardest thing about being homeless?
Probably not knowing if you have somewhere safe and comfortable to sleep every night. Having to think of where you're going to go all the time, jumping from place to place.
Not being able to have family and friends to sort of contact whenever I needed them for food or basic necessities.
Probably like feeling like you're different almost, like you're not part of society, like you're almost treated different, but people kind of judge you too, so you can't avoid like going out. So most of the time you just hide away or like just try to get through day by day.
17, I had my own son, got my own place through Connecting Home.
Having to try to raise Harry in the shed was kind of hard, and keep everything in line, and how it was having so many people in the house, I guess.
You don't have a lot. You sort of just rely on day by day, hoping that you're going to get what you need to get the night through, and yeah, there's not a lot you can really do when you're homeless. It's quite tough. It's been a little while and it's pretty taken a toll on me lately.
Yeah.
It's not a good thing.
What is one of the biggest misconceptions about youth homelessness?
Biggest misconceptions probably would be that people assume that you're not trying, or it's your own fault that you're homeless. You could go home, but sometimes that's not an option.
Oh, a lot of people think youth homelessness could just stem from probably like alcohol, drug abuse, but majority of the time it's either just like family issues, so you probably can't stay at home because it's not safe.
Probably that most people think that they're druggos, or there's something like they're troubled children, or they don't think of the background, like maybe their parents are the troubled ones, or...
I think everyone just believes that you're just lazy or you put yourself in that position, when sometimes it's hard to avoid.
What would you like to let other people know about being homeless as a young person?
It's probably the most hardest thing you could ever go through, because I don't know. Just because like you're so young and you don't have the support that you kind of need.
Your loved ones aren't there for you and all that sort of thing when you need them.
Yeah, but it's really hard because being so young, you don't really feel comfortable to reach out or like ask for help because it's almost like you're embarrassed or like you don't want to be like looked down upon. Every day is something like a challenge or a drama. It's not like you're always happy, it's very rare, but yeah.
I think that people need to know that they should just treat them like you and me, really, not just generalise.
Probably just keep going forward and keep trying. There'd be some time you'll get the lows and the downs, but you'll get up there eventually. It's not always low.
I'd rather be home, safe, knowing that I've got everything I need, food on the table, all that sort of thing. It's just not really a good way to have to go with life. It's better to look up than down.
I've gone through so many lows in life. Yeah. It's just another bridge you have to get over, really. Yeah. Another step. Or live by the code of someone out there's worse off.
Who or what has been a positive support during this time?
Probably connecting homes at the moment. And family. Well, I don't have much family, so yeah, probably the people in my support group.
But it's like they're so limited to help. Like it's almost they can talk to you, but it's like just not much really else available for you to help you. Like there's just someone to talk to, and then that's basically it. And you kind of have to figure out everything else in a sense.
And it seems just like the rich get richer and the poor just get poorer because, yeah, like there's not a lot of help there anymore. And if it wasn't for connecting homes and a few of those other places like that, people would be homeless, sleeping on the side of the street, in front of shops.
I reckon my son's grandmother, Robin, she's always given me a place to stay when she can.
Tell us about your hopes and dreams for the future.
Get a job, get a house, get my life back on track and fix all my like issues that I've had growing up, and yeah.
Well, actually, I'd like to own a property with heaps of cattle and animals, and so that Harry can grow up and collect eggs and chickens, and it'll be so cool. Have a cattle station or something. Away from society, just chill out in the bush.
Something helping people actually, because I don't know, like I kind of needed help all my life, so if I give back it's kind of like, yeah. So I'm thinking something like nursing or like something in that area of help.
I hope to just be happy, have a roof over my head, get rid of the depression and anxiety. It's been a bit much lately, but it's always going to look forward in the end, I reckon.
In the near future, I'm starting a course in August. Eventually I want to do a certificate so I can be a youth worker myself and do the same things that helped me.
In northern New South Wales, Grafton to Tweed Heads, almost 800 young people a year access youth homeless services. Nearly 40% of young people presenting are Aboriginal. 60% are young women and girls. There is less than 1% vacancy rates in rental properties. There is no youth refuge or youth crisis accommodation from Coffs Harbour to the Gold Coast. Regional New South Wales has less social housing options, has very little crisis accommodation opportunities,